Or are we starting?
Yeah, you are.
Welcome back to Notice Sarah's Spills the Tea. We are on location at the Mulligan Hill ShopRite for Project Thanksgiving. And I have with me Miss Cape Shores Outstanding Teen, Alyssa Peacock.
Hi guys.
Thanks for being on my show today.
Of course, I'm glad to be here.
So let's start out with Project Thanksgiving. So can you explain to my viewers what that is?
Of course, Project Thanksgiving is a fundraiser that happens almost every year around Thanksgiving time. And in the past, we've donated to local South Jersey food banks, but this year we're really trying to focus on veterans. I got to do an interview at the VFW in Glassboro, and I got to talk to them about what their stories are and what they support. And it really got to give me an idea of just like everything that they've gone through and all their stories. It's so interesting to hear about them. So Project Thanksgiving this year is focusing on veterans because in the past they have also done a Thanksgiving fundraiser, I guess you could say, where they collect turkeys, they collect donations and food, and they provide meals for veterans. They can come and pick it up, they can bring it out. And I was really inspired by that, and I, again, wanted to help out with Project Thanksgiving like I do every year. So for me to help out with Project Thanksgiving is a great opportunity for me to, one, utilize my title and really get out there and show everybody what our organization is about and what our plans are for Thanksgiving. And it's really sad to see that some veterans don't have meals to put on the table sometimes. So this is really about donating to them and helping them out in any way that we can. And we collect monetary donations, we collect canned goods, and of course turkeys for Thanksgiving.
Yes.
Just come say hi.
So, do you know
Come
where
say
the
hi.
other locations are at?
Sarah,
I'm not entirely
why
sure.
don't
They're
you
at a
just
couple of
introduce
ShopRites
Alex
in the
real quick?
area.
Just say hi
I know
and
that.
everything else.
Absolutely. So
And
we
then we
have the
also-
man himself,
Alex
Alex
Expansive.
Higginson, who started this whole thing. So hi, Alex.
Hi everybody, how are you?
So can you tell us why you started Project
No, he's
Thanksgiving?
going. He's got things to do. He just wants to say hi.
Okay.
Okay.
Never
Just real
mind.
fast, thank you for supporting Project Thanksgiving. And ladies, thanks for your time today. I
Right, of
appreciate
course.
it.
Thank you so much.
I'm so amazed that in the middle of a pandemic, I have these young ladies and their parents and whatnot, families supporting us. So I really appreciate this. At this time of need, especially, we need help supporting veterans and families in need. So thank you again for your support. Ladies, great job.
Thank you,
Thank you
Alex.
so much, Alex, for supporting us.
And I understand somebody that donated $100.
Yes, they
Yes.
did, and we are so thankful for any donation, no matter what size it is.
Whether it's a penny or $100. we'll
Exactly.
take it.
We'll take it, and we're so thankful that people want to donate and really help out our veterans and the food banks at this time of year, especially during a pandemic.
In fact, I do see turkeys already too.
Yes,
Yep.
we've got a couple of turkeys in the shopping carts back
Yeah,
there.
nice, real nice.
Real nice turkeys back there.
Yeah, nice. Okay, I got it right. Thank you again, ladies.
Thank you so
Thank you,
much,
Alex.
Alex.
And with ShopRite, I understand if you spend $400, you can get your own free turkey. And if you're feeling like you would be giving, you can just give us the turkey.
And really donate to us and help us out the best that you can.
Yes, absolutely.
And like we said, we are so thankful for any type of donation, whether it's simply you promoting Project
Yeah.
Thanksgiving on social media by tagging Project Thanksgiving on Facebook, or simply just putting it out there and saying, hey everyone, like I heard about Project Thanksgiving and they're going to be at ShopRites all day today, so if people can donate, that would be amazing. And just any sort of telling about Project Thanksgiving or telling about the organization in general is so helpful, and we appreciate every little bit of it.
Sarah, you have a viewer, Vicky Indio, is watching, so you
Hi,
might want
Vicky
to.
Indio.
Hi,
You might
Vicky
want to
Indio.
talk about where the other locations are, where Jeff might be today.
Yes. You know where Jesse's today?
I'm not really sure. They're all in this general vicinity of Vineland and Mulligan Hill.
Yes.
I think she's going to be
I know
over at
there's
the.
the Sun Valley
yeah.
headquarters. I know
The Raymore and Flanagan and
Raymore
Vineland.
Flanagan and Vineland. Little Miss Vineland will be there, and Miss New Jersey's Outstanding Teen will be there as well. So be sure to head over and meet those pretty princesses.
And I think there's Landis Avenue, Lincoln and Landis ShopRite.
The Lincoln and Landis ShopRite also. So be sure to head there and meet someone and do your giving for the year. So Alyssa, you are with the Miss America organization.
Uh-huh.
Now, can you explain to us what your title means to you?
Of course. So my title is Miss Cape Shores Outstanding Teen. I won this in August of 2019. And with the pandemic, fortunately and unfortunately, it's kind of going both ways, is fortunately I have my title for another year, so that gives me more of an opportunity to still volunteer.
Right.
Even if I didn't have my title, I would still be doing volunteering and helping out my community. But unfortunately, all pageants for now have been postponed and moved. And it is difficult and it's really sad, but what my title means to me is just expressing myself through this organization. This is an amazing organization, and it's taught me and given me confidence, has prepared me for interviews, has done so many beneficial things to me. And whenever my friends ask me about it, I'm always going to support them and tell them about it, and if they're interested, give them the resources that they need.
Absolutely, yeah. So what is involved with the Miss America pageants?
So with the actual pageant themselves, there is a private interview with the judges in the morning, and then there's an opening number, there's a fitness routine. You also can showcase your talent. I'm a singer, so I like to sing for my talent. Then there's an onstage question and gown, which is usually, sometimes at local pageants they'll ask you about your platform or your social impact initiative, or they'll just ask you a simple question about current events, anything like that. And then, of course, there's the crowning moment, which is
The best part.
the best part. So for me, the whole process behind it, even when you have a title, once you win a local title in the state of New Jersey, you go to the state pageant, which I went to in January, and that was for Miss New Jersey's Outstanding Teen. I competed that with many of my lovely friends, including your sister. And Isabella Freund, who was at one of our locations, was so fortunate and amazing enough to win the title. And I'm so happy for her no matter what.
Yes.
I don't think once I've ever thought to myself that someone else won. It was like, that was useless. Absolutely not. I will never say anything like that because it's been so beneficial and amazing to me. And even when I don't win anything or I don't really think that I did the best, I still know, I did my best.
Absolutely.
I did try my best, and I did my hardest and express myself because it's given me that outlet and that opportunity to just be myself and express what I'm interested in. And with my social impact initiative, which is something that you're really passionate about, mine is called Pause for a Cause, Adopt Don't Shop. And it's all about encouraging people to go out to their local animal shelters and volunteer, or even just going to there first before they think about buying a dog from a store.
Absolutely, yeah.
Because there are so many dogs in shelters and so many dogs and cats that are in shelters who are in need of a loving home and have so much love to give to you. And fortunately enough, with this pandemic, has brought out a lot of people to those shelters, and a lot of animals are being adopted, which is so great to hear about. But they're still in need of donations. They're still in need of volunteers to help walk the dogs or take care of the
Absolutely,
cats. And you guys can also reach out to me on Facebook at Alyssa Peacock if you'd like to ask any questions about these shelters, or even just look up your local animal shelter and ask them about things that they may need in their shelters. Around this time of year, especially when it's starting to get cold out, they may need extra supplies because of some shelters don't have a heating system, so sometimes they need blankets or they need extra food. It really varies between the shelters, but just take that step and really reach out to your local animal shelters, especially if you're looking to adopt a dog or a cat, because they're really, really kind and they really want homes.
Yes, actually, yeah. And especially during Christmas time, you want to give your child the gift of a puppy when it's more work than you would think it is.
It's a lot of responsibility,
yeah.
and a lot of people sometimes will overlook that.
Right.
And while every dog is not perfect, every cat is not perfect, these most of the animals, unfortunately, in animal shelters are older dogs because they start to have health issues, or people just can't take care of them anymore, and it's
Right.
sad. And I actually adopted my dog, one of my two dogs, Molly, from someone who couldn't take care of her anymore, and she's older now. But it's a lot to take care of, and it's a really good way to teach responsibility and teach just a lot of different things with handling a dog or handling a cat even. I know a lot of people who have adopted cats from the street who come into these animal shelters who are hurt, and they take care of them and they nurture them, and then people want to adopt them later because it's really giving you that sense of responsibility and accountability. And actually, and it's a companion. They're there for you. My dogs are so fun and silly. They love to jump around and bark, of course, but they're great companions and teach you a really great responsibility.
Absolutely,
and
yes.
I love that.
Yes. So you said your talent was singing, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So what's your favorite song to sing for a pageant?
Oh my goodness. I have been I'm really into musical theater. And I love singing Broadway songs. At my state pageant, I sang Good Morning Baltimore from Hairspray. And I think that's I really like singing Don't Rain on My Parade.
Okay.
I sang that a little while ago. I haven't sang it as much as recently, but it's definitely been one of my favorites to sing. It's just a really fun song. and it gets me to like show my sass and my personality.
Right.
And that's my favorite thing about singing, is just like showing my personality again,
sure.
like being myself and like showing my silliness and my sassiness and all of that kind of stuff.
Absolutely, yeah.
And it's really fun.
So do you have a favorite musical?
Oh jeez, I've seen so many musicals. I've been in many musicals. I don't think I could pinpoint a favorite.
That's fair.
I've seen Wicked on Broadway, and that was amazing. 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 I loved it so much.
Wicked in London's better.
Yeah, my mom saw Wicked
really?
in London.
That's so
yeah,
cool.
She brags about it all the time. Like, we get it, Mom. I've been unfortunate to not have seen Wicked, and now with Broadway closed, who knows if I'll ever get the
Exactly.
opportunity. But I do love the soundtrack.
Yes.
Yes.
Amazing.
So, have you been in musicals in your school?
Not in my current high school. Last year, I tried out for Heathers I go to GCIT, it's Gloucester County Institute of Technology. I do go there for drama. So last year for freshman year, we did the improv show, which is a couple of little groups of us doing improv. And then also I was supposed to do a freshman show for my freshman class, but unfortunately that had to be cut off because of COVID. And it was unfortunate, but I understood why. So I last December-ish, November, I tried out for Heathers, and at the time I had been doing swimming. I unfortunately didn't get into the show, but I did get to swim that winter, and that was a really great time as well. But I did all through middle school. I did every show. We did Annie, we did Beauty and the Beast, we did Shrek.
Wow.
It was a lot of really great shows, and I also do a lot of community theater. This summer, I should have been doing a summer theater camp that's also in my town at the Grand Theater, but unfortunately that also had to be cut off because of the pandemic, and it's really sad, but I have had so many memories, and my summer definitely wasn't the same, because all of my summers that I remember have all been about that summer theater camp. It was creating those memories. I wasn't even missing the show that made me the most sad. It was really missing those memories with all those people, because they're my family. It's my theater family.
Yeah. There's something so special, I think, experiencing all those things that the behind the scenes for musicals that nobody really gets until you're in a musical.
Absolutely.
Especially like the most miserable things. Like staying up late, practicing your lines.
Yes, staying up late practicing lines, tech rehearsal. Tech rehearsal can get extremely stressful, especially for even the crew, not even just the actors, because it's standing on stage, waiting for a light cue, waiting for sounds, etc. It's a lot. But in the end, it's so rewarding and it's so fun that it just makes me want to keep doing it.
Keep doing it right.
And it's the community.
Sharing that miserable experience with everyone else to bring something so great.
And it's so rewarding, because at the end of Tech Week, it's tired and it's like, oh, I'm over the show at this point. I've heard every song, I've done every dance. It's like, but in reality, you're really thinking to yourself, wow, that was really fun.
Really fun,
like all of my best memories are probably made during Tech Week, honestly.
Right,
it's best.
Yeah. So.
Anything upcoming?
Is there anything upcoming for you?
Not as of right now. I just finished up my tennis season for my school, and that was pretty successful. We did really well. Really just focusing on family at this point, and focusing on myself and trying to get through school. I'm fully remote because my mom unfortunately has an autoimmune disease, which makes her immune system compromised. And it's been really hard.
I'm sure.
Especially with this entire pandemic, because she's more at risk than, say, me or my dad.
Right.
And it's been hard, but I just know that I want to be there for her. I want to make sure that she's safe. So if that means I have to stay home and do my school, that means I have to stay home and do my school.
Absolutely.
Because I wasn't going to try and risk her health just because I wanted to be in person. And trust me, I'd much rather be in person. It's much easier for me to be and have that like almost built-in schedule. But I'm doing my best with what I have. And I'm blessed enough to be in good health, and every day it makes me so sad that she has to deal with that. But I know that she's fighting, and she's getting better, and she's gonna have her ups and downs, and I'm gonna have my ups and downs, but we're gonna get better together. And that's really what like everybody needs to focus on now. It's yes, this is a absolutely like unprecedented event that happened in history. And we're living through it right now.
Right.
And it's not easy at all. And no one ever said it was going to be easy. We never saw this in December. I went to Disney in December.
Right.
And we didn't see this. We came home, we had a nice Christmas, and then January hit, and it was like
All of a sudden, everything went downhill.
January, February, March. Really March, I guess. That one Friday the 13th, it just Fortunately, even though my lucky number is 13, it didn't work out in people's favor, and it's a absolutely upsetting and horrible thing that we have to deal with. But I know that we can persevere, and everybody is so smart in everything that they do. And I know that we have to just put it in the hands of our doctors and nurses and thank them and appreciate them and know that they're trying their hardest and they're really trying to help us here. And I want to make sure that everyone knows that, like, even though this is hard, I want you to, like, know it's going to be okay. Like, we're going to be okay. This too shall pass, as my mom likes to say.
Yes.
This too shall pass, and we can get through it.
Absolutely.
Working together.
People have been so generous, I suppose, and so creative in ways to get through this pandemic.
Absolutely.
Things such as birthday drive-bys. You know, people still love each other, and we still can show that even through this really hard time.
Yeah.
Which I think is wonderful. We're creating masks. I mean, I'm wearing black right now, but we wear masks that match with our outfits, and we're really creating something good out of this, which I think is great.
And we're taking the ways that we can to make things better. I use my talents. I really have to put together, I'm trying to work on something where I either play the guitar, play the ukulele, do something and share a song.
Right.
Because during this hard time, it can take a toll on a lot of people, including myself.
Absolutely.
And taking that second and just, like, thinking about everything that happened, it can get really overwhelming. And it's totally, like, okay.
It is okay.
It is completely okay to feel the way that everyone's feeling, because it's unprecedented. We never knew this was going to happen. We've never had to deal with this. Most people don't have to deal with this on a daily basis.
The manager.
Okay.
We're going to pause this conversation for a second, but we
Yeah.
have the manager of the ShopRite that we are currently at.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
You just want to say hi really quickly? Thank you so much for allowing us to be here today.
Thank you so much.
You guys do a great job. It's for a
Thank
good cause,
you.
and
Thank you
we
so
appreciate
much.
you guys doing this for everybody and the community and stuff.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
We can help. Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome.
You were on Sarah Spills the Tea.
What's that?
You're on Sarah Spills the Tea podcast.
Okay. I don't do podcasts.
Well,
That's
that's
okay.
her
Sorry.
podcast.
Now you do.
You're fine.
There you go.
But hopefully you guys, it's worked out for you guys. and
Yes,
everything
thank
worked
you
out.
so much.
Yep, thank you.
Thank you so much. Have a great day.
So, Alyssa, do you have any favorite events that you've done?
Favorite events I've done, like with my title in general?
Or anything, really?
When I was first crowned, I want to say it was like the next day after, maybe 2 days after. It was really close to when I was just crowned. I'm trying to think of what Clear Out the Shelters Day.
Oh, wow.
It was all over the news,
perfect
and it
for you.
was it was so perfect and perfectly timed. I was going to be participating in it anyways,
Of course.
but I then had my title and my social impact initiative,
Right.
so I took that opportunity to volunteer and show and to really represent the organization, because every girl that wears a crown is always representing at all times as they're wearing their sash and crown. So when I went to Clear Out the Shelters, I got to go and see a bunch of, I think 2 shelters we went to. I went to the Gloucester County Animal Shelter and the Camden County Animal Shelter.
Okay.
And at the Camden County Animal Shelter, I got to meet a couple of different dogs, a couple of different cats. Amazing shelter, amazing people. I wish I could show you, but on my crown case I have these 2 little keychains, and it's a dog and a cat. And there's news stations there. It was a really great day, and a lot of animals got adopted.
That's amazing.
And it was a really fun event, and I just had a really good time. And it was a really warm day too. I remember this. Funny enough, I was like really warm, and I was sitting under the shade, and then a dog came up to me, and he was drinking the water on the ground. It was I love dogs and cats so much. It was so fun. I've done so many events. I couldn't even begin to number them.
It's always great, especially, the crown. You have this opportunity, so, take it.
Absolutely. When a door opens, I'm gonna go through it no matter what. I'm
Absolutely.
gonna take the opportunity.
Kick down that door.
Exactly. Kick down the door.
So it's really great having a platform involving dogs.
Absolutely.
Do you have any crazy memories? Like anything crazy happened?
I don't believe so. I feel like there's definitely been times where it's like funny things that have happened while I had my crown on. I can't really think of any like specific ones. I'll try to think about it real quick. but
Put you on the spot here. No.
yeah, I honestly like haven't really thought about this one that much. I went to, this wasn't really crazy, I guess, it was just a good memory. I went with my pageant sister, and we went to Cold Stone Creamery and got ice cream after one of my mock interviews. And I guess the entire send-off with the Shore family, with the Shore titles, we have a Shore family. And just that entire group and that entire environment is so sweet and welcoming and understanding, and they are just there to help you. And they're good people. And when we had our send-off, we all had it together. We all had this big table with a bunch of gifts on it. And it was just so sweet and so just like I felt the love by everybody in that room, whether they were even a Shore title or not.
Right.
It was just so, the directors and just everybody, my director too, just all of them are amazing and sweet and just are there to help you and genuinely just want to see you succeed. And that's what I love about the organization as well. It's just all of the directors, all of the people involved want to see these young women succeed and grow and really learn from everything that they've been doing.
Yeah, absolutely. So can we get the inside scoop on the whole Miss New Jersey Outstanding Teen process?
Sure. Okay, so it's a kind of like a 2-day thing.
Okay.
Or a 3-day, I guess, if you're counting the orientation. So the orientation, everybody usually runs their talent. We check in, we get our numbers. That was probably one of my favorite things too. At the orientation, we all run our talents. We were in a big gymnasium, and then we got our numbers. I was number 2.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I was one of the last people to pick because we picked out of a hat, and then we picked out of another hat for our numbers, I think it was.
Okay.
It was the orientation.
Mm-hmm.
Then the night before the pageant, you bring all of your things that you would need for the pageant to the Performing Arts Center in Clayton. And you set everything up, and then everybody learns the opening number. We also learned that at orientation.
Okay.
So we learned the opening number, we practiced that. I think we ran through our talents again. And that night was so fun because, again, it was another like bonding moment.
Right, of
Because
course.
I didn't know a lot of the girls, a lot, especially like the northern titles because they're from up north and they're very far, so I rarely ever see them in appearances that I would go to. But it was just really, really nice to see like more people because I hadn't even met some of the girls, and I was like, I wanted to meet them, and I finally got to, and it was like just that bonding moment. Like I got so close with your sister Sam, I got close with Khalees, I got close with Shelby, and again I already knew them, but I got closer with them, and I got to, and they're, when they say they're your pageant sisters, they really are, and they treat you with such like respect and love, and I love each one of those girls that I was on the stage with.
Absolutely.
And then the day of the pageant, in the morning, is your 10-minute interview with the judges, and that for me actually went really well.
Great.
It was a really great interview.
Great.
The judges were really sweet, really kind, great to talk to. Then after that, I think we had lunch or breakfast. We all met up again on stage, ran through the different numbers, ran through our talents, did mic checks, the usual kind of shebang. And then after that, when the pageant first starts, you have your opening number where we introduce ourselves and we do a little dance with our mentor, with our little girls in the mentoring program. Then they do their own dance, and then after that we have the fitness production number. So it's about like a 2-minute long little production number.
Okay.
And it was doing jumping jacks, doing lunges, doing jump lunges, lots of different things. Exhausting. It was fun, but it was
so fun to watch.
It's so fun to
It
watch,
is.
but it's exhausting. I came off the stage and I was like panting. I think I downed like an entire bottle of water after that too. It was really funny. It was exhausting, but it was so fun, and it was so almost a confidence building because we were in the little workout outfits, and then also during that fitness production number, we all have our individual ones. So I would come out, strike a pose, do a couple of jumping jacks, then do, I think it was 2 push-ups, a side plank, a couple of mountain climbers,
Okay.
and then another pose, and then you're good. So that's your individual, and that's what's being scored. And that's what's really, see Alex.
Bye.
Bye Alex. Thank you so much.
Again.
Wave to the viewing audience.
All right, ready. Thanks again. Please support veterans and the food banks. Thanks for supporting Friday Thanksgiving. Thanks, ladies.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Anyways, but so after the fitness, that's what's being scored. And then I believe it was talent. So after I'm like sweating and extremely tired after what just happened, of course, I get into my purple dress. With my dress, I loved. It was a purple dress, and in the front it was open, and then it had like really sparkly pants. And that's when I sang. I sang "Good Morning Baltimore" from Hairspray. And that was so fun. Again, a huge confidence builder. The entire pageant just being like loved by all the girls. It was just felt great.
Right.
Did my talent, came off, had a little bit of time, and then got into my gown. And on stage question was next, and my question was, what is one time you failed and what did you learn from it?
Okay.
And I answered it basically along the lines of one time I don't think there was one specific time where I was like, yeah, I really failed in that. It was just a time when I didn't try my best and I knew that I could have done better.
Okay.
And that's really all, like, that's all it's about. It's just like trying your best, and when you don't try your best, you know you didn't. So you should always try your best, leap through that window, open that door. If there's an open door, take the opportunity. And then there was crowning, and every girl is on stage holding hands, and unfortunately we can't do that now, but we were all holding hands and just supporting everyone, and you could feel the love on the stage. And that's what I love about Miss Jersey.
Yeah.
2018. They're just every girl in the system. It's amazing.
Yeah, so I have competed in pageants before and I haven't won any MAO yet, but I don't regret a single pageant that I've done because all the girls, we have become friends and it's such a beautiful experience to have with each other. And it's not about winning, really. It's about the experience and what you can learn from the pageant. And learning interview skills, it's not fun, but it's very important in your daily life.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so this is Sarah spills the tea. Any last tea you want to spill before we end the show?
Pageant girls are super nice. That's the tea. That's not even tea. It should be common knowledge.
Yes.
I don't like, I don't know why. People are so like, oh, there's such a negative stereotype. Or sometimes people will say like, oh, they're not the nicest. But honestly, like once you really just meet them, they are so sweet and kind.
Absolutely.
And we are so approachable. Like anybody, if I'm wearing my sash and crown at a fundraiser like this or going somewhere, and you approach me and you're like, oh my goodness, what's your title? I'm going to explain it to you whatever you want me to tell you because it's such a great experience and I want to share that positivity and happiness with others.
Absolutely, yep. So don't forget to do your giving for the year and help out with Project Thanksgiving. Thank you for another great show. Thanks for being on the show.
Of course.
Next week.
What's next week?
Marianne.
Don't forget to check out next week. I am on location at the Village on High with Mary Ann Hunt at the Octopus Garden.